guys, it's me and welcome back to another food video. I know it's been a while since I last filmed one, and I think it's definitely due back. I decided to make one of my favorite recipes that I've been kind of making, I think, every single day for the past week, and it is actually PALAK paneer. For me, this has always been a treat when I was younger. I would only get it like at baby showers or weddings or something of the sort. Because it is not that common, and I didn't really know how to make it until I was older, and so my mom would make it just because she would make a different version of it, and I didn't really enjoy it, so I decided to learn how to make my own, and I've honestly loved making this. So without further ado, we're going to make some PALAK paneer, and it's amazing. It's also a very healthy alternative compared to a lot of other dishes that you can eat. Definitely recommend eating it from home versus the store, but the store definitely will have a better taste to it because it is, of course, restaurant style, so they definitely add a lot of other things that I may not add. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've added about 1 tablespoon, or actually 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. You can use vegetable oil. This is what I just had on hand. So I'm going to add that. While this is actually warming up and melting, I'm going to tell you what else I'm going to add. So, in the order, I'm going to add a little bit, this is actually optional, is a bit of rye, which is mustard seeds, just like a pinch or two of that. And then I will add also about a pinch of, this is jeera, which is also, I think, cumin seeds. So we're going to have, I'm going to add a couple of those. After, I will also add some crushed red pepper. You can definitely get these with the pizza and stuff if you don't have it at home. I just tend to use this because it has usually the amount that I need. I'm going to add that. You're also going to need 1 clove of garlic. This stuff is optional if you don't want to eat it, but I think it enhances the taste just a little bit more. And then a little bit of onion. I'm not a big fan of onion, however, you can add a whole onion and it does help the flavor as well. And then I've added a medium tomato and I've chopped it up, just diced it a little bit, so I got that. You're also going to need about 1 package. This is about 8 ounces, but I've took some out, so it's about 6 ounces of spinach. This will water down, so if you are feeding more than maybe like 1 or 2 people, definitely go ahead and add more. And then optional is, of course, paneer or tofu, because I will, and I'll probably add that in later, but because let's give this a little swirl. Doing dairy free for a moment, I will be adding tofu instead of paneer. However, you can totally opt this out and make it, you don't have to add it at all. And I've done it that way and it tastes just as good. This just adds it a little bit of a different flavor to it, so I'm going to be adding tofu instead of paneer. Paneer is easy to make, however, you can, of course, buy it from the store. So, it's almost ready, the oil. And you can usually tell when it starts to bubble, but you don't want to go too bubbly. This is why I end up adding like a pinch of mustard seeds, because once mustard seeds starts to sizzle up, which you probably won't be able to tell a whole lot on here, but once it starts to sizzle up, you know it's ready, and then you can definitely lower down the heat. I currently have the heat on high, and then I will eventually end up lowering it down once I end up adding all the vegetables and stuff. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to wait till it's almost done, which it is. So, great. And then just do a little mini quick time lapse. Also, eventually you will end up adding some, if you want it spicy, definitely add some red pepper and then turmeric. Also some blended coriander, coriander seeds if you'd like, and then you can definitely top it off. So this is starting to sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There it is, a sizzle. You can hear it. If you are using store-bought crushed red pepper like I am, make sure you put in this last or else it will start to burn. Alright, so I've added the mustard seeds. We're going to add a little bit of the jus. So there's that. So you can already hear it sizzle, sizzle. And then to the side, I'm actually going to start adding in, lower this to about medium-high. I'm going to add in my garlic and onion. And then add the sugar. Just give this a little mixture. And once it starts to brown a little bit of the garlic, go ahead and add the tomato. It's almost done. Okay. So it's already starting to brown real quick. It's like literally takes like not even a minute. And then go ahead and add the red pepper. And then to that also add the tomato. And you're going to want to just saute it for a little bit till it becomes almost a paste. Now the tomato does have juice in it, so be careful when you're adding this to the oil. It will splatter a little bit, so just be careful. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. To this, I'm also going to add Danajiru, which is like blended coriander. A bit of garam masala, which is like a spoonful, which ends up hiding the flavor. A little bit more of red pepper because I like this one to be spicy. And then a little bit of turmeric just to add the color, as well as because every Indian food always has turmeric in it. So I actually just added about a spoonful, like 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I'm going to do this and then just give it a mix. And you can already tell the water has mostly boiled off. Those are just going to flavor the tomatoes into it. I'm using a non-stick pan because I find it easier to mix. However, you can use a steel pan and it works just the same. And then, as you can see, most of the water has now boiled off, and we're going to add in just a second. I'm going to wait till a little bit more of a paste. Alrighty, so now it's all done. I'm going to add my spinach. You can definitely add it whole, you can add it chopped. I did a rib chop this time just for convenience of time. I'm just going to add that all in and let it water down. Or shrivel down, I guess, right? Yeah. You drain this, be careful. I'm going to leave it open because I did chop it a little bit, or did a rough mixture. So I'm going to add this. And I'm actually going to put this down to 4. So low heat. Actually 2. So put it on low heat, let it shrivel down, and as you can see, it's already starting to shrivel down. And if you can take it out just like this as it is, however, I like to make mine a little bit more shriveled down just because, I don't know, it makes it easier to eat. So I'm going to add this. And it's almost done. And then because the spinach does shrivel down, that is why I suggest adding more spinach to it, depending on how many people you're eating it with. You can definitely add more tomato depending on person. I do 1 tomato per person, and it just ends up adding a little bit more. So I'm just adding this, so it's good to go. Definitely should add a little bit more spinach because my tomato was a bit larger than usual, but that's okay. So I'm going to add this. I'm not going to add salt. You can add salt now or it's right before it ends just because it will drain the spinach just a bit more. But it's almost done. I'm going to actually just turn this off and let it sit while I make my paneer, chop it up, and I'm actually going to cook it right in the same pan, but I'm going to put it in the corner. So I'll be right back. I've already chopped it up. I'm going to leave it a little bit whole. I cut them into pieces, but it's easier to cook while they're still a bit together, just because it makes it easier to mix and everything. So, a little bit of regular vegetable oil into a little corner here. Add that. We're a fan of tofu, however, I'm going to actually put this right down onto 6 and 5. I'm going to put this right through. Add a sizzle, maybe, maybe not. It's okay if it doesn't. You can definitely transfer this to a different bowl if you'd like. I'm making a lot more of this so I could store for later, but that's okay. Put this on too high. I'm going to also add a bit of salt as well as garlic and herbs to the top of this for flavor. I actually don't like tofu as much, but I found out that I do like it like this, so I'm going to add that. As well as a little bit of garlic seasoning. This is just garlic and herbs mixed together. So you can definitely, oops, I had a lot more than expected, but that's okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. And then you're going to want to make it sure it's till it's like a little bit brown. And we're done. I'll be right back. So all you have to do now is just serve it with some naan. I just added some bread because I didn't want to make a naan, and I had that laying around, so that's it. And this is it. This is PALAK paneer, which is right here. PALAK means spinach, and paneer is the milk cheese fat that we have here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I will probably do another video later today. If you guys have any other comments or suggestions on what I should make next, definitely leave them down below. I'm going to just eat the rest of this. Yeah, you guys, if you do try it at home, definitely let me know in the comments and send me pictures. Actually, if you guys do not know what my Instagram is, it is its.its.its So just go ahead and tag me in those pictures. I will probably start putting this picture on that or on that vlog as well. So hope you guys stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye!